Big things are happening in the world of Baroque. Welcome, everyone. I'm Amos, the Westing style guy. Freshly equipped with my own idea set fraud. So, thinking about what the god of creation and preservation has said. They have no past. Wait, no, I have no past. They have no pain. I have to assume that my own idea Sephiroth probably contains my past, surely. Let's see if anyone in town has anything to say about it. Actually, I'm a little worried. Well, first of all, I'm a little worried about my vitality being low. Second of all, I'm a little worried about what if I give it to someone and they just like eat it. It could happen. It's not outside the realm of possibility. Sackfang is trustworthy, though. I'm sure Sackfang would not take it. No, is this even the... This is not that complex a layout for the town. And yet, every single time I get lost in it. Hey, Sentry Angel. Anything new? Nah. Sentry Angel got taken over by the desire to bury himself. And the Horned Woman... I wonder if... Okay, I'm still thinking about stuff, but I don't know if it matters. Are you all burying yourself because... Just because I read minds, it doesn't mean I enjoy it. Are you burying yourselves because I gave you neck things thing? No, you don't want that. Okay, so everyone that took neck things idea Sephiroth is burying themselves. Coffin Man doesn't care. Do you want this? Don't want it. This is your idea, Sephiroth. I ain't into that kind of thing. Fair enough, brother. Okay, so... With the NPCs of the town gradually burying themselves into the ground, I do get a sense of urgency. I do get a sense of maybe we're in the home stretch in some way. Which is both good and bad. Good because, it's nice to have progress. Bad because... Well, obviously we give this to Eliza. But what does Alice want? I still haven't figured out what Alice wants. She wants something, but she hasn't said it. At this point, I'm also thinking that Alice and Eliza are, if not the same person, then at least aspects of the same. Want to get out of there. That is death. So I wonder if I could give my Sephiroth to Alice. Something to think about. An unidentified brand. I think I can try and brand without committing to it. The fact that I can brand on anything makes me think that this is probably an ID brand, which is ironic considering it's not identified itself. Anyway, not the strongest opening roll of items here, but I'll make do. As always, as it has been for these past few episodes, I'll put together any NPC dialogue I see, or any new things I see. We're bound to get something new, because I'm gonna meet Eliza probably pretty early on. Okay, the same chest line again. Here we are, floor 2, Eliza. We can Surely we can give her our pure water now. Here we go. Pure water. Give. Your pure water. With this, I am able to birth our egg. Thank you. Thank you. See you in the depths. Birthing our egg. Like Kakyoin? Hey, mind-reading thing. I will grant Master the answer he seeks. Why do I read hearts even though I have no desire to see them? Because of this. Oh. Due to the great heat wave, I became fused with a sense sphere. Sense spheres transmit the information of the world into the depths of a nerve tower for processing before releasing it once again. The information the sense spheres take in is transmitted through me, putting your distorted delusions on full display for me to see. Can you comprehend the suffering, the misery of knowing what I don't wish to know? How is it that Master has such power? It's not like you're fused with anything. You don't need to answer. I've asked something idiotic. Here, take these. Whoa! That's like 1,000,000 bones! Master shouldn't go expecting more from me. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot already. I don't think I need more. Okay, let's sort through all this inventory. I suppose that was a lot of bones. I don't mean to criticize. I don't think I actually got as many drops as the animation showed. Not to sound ungrateful. We got a bunch of don't haves. Self came out of the box. When you die, items with a self will be transferred above. Ooh, a little bit of a safety precaution. I think I'm gonna put, you know, I love this sword. I want to make sure it's there with me. A lucky coat? Hey, you know. And another don't have a pathetic sword. Okay, well, hey, you know what, mind reading thing? I'm really sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't know if I can empathize necessarily. I mean, both me or the player character, but that's fucked up. Let's see if Fumil and Firm are... Nope, they're not okay. I don't suppose you could give us a hand, could you? I remembered. This person belongs to the group that tried to overthrow the Archangel. Oh, one of the Coriel? Think so. Man, everything's kind of deteriorating. Also, I guess I didn't notice the room is like caving in. I think these holes and these extrusions are new. Huh. I think maybe either giving the idea Sephiroth to Eliza, or maybe even discovering the clone laboratory may have set some things into motion. Everything's just kind of getting worse. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's my limited understanding that says that this is worse than how things were. Maybe it's actually better. Here's this sad ad. I think the holy power discovered by the pretended angels is actually the art of resuscitation. My daughter must also be revived with that power. Considering how everyone else has been doing so far, everyone else I met in this dungeon, maybe he's doing alright. He's not melting into anything. He's not remembering evil things about my past. He's just a man on a mission. And that's okay. Wait, I just realized something. Hold on, I just put two and two together. The poem. Distorted delusions in this land of devastation. Don't let go of your illusions. Should you hope to survive, hold Baroque inside. I think the reason why Box Fang is not melting into the ground like literally every other character is because, you know, he's got his hope. He's got the hope in the form of seeing his daughter. And that's the thing that's keeping him from melting into the floor or into the wall. That makes so much sense. It's everyone's favorite green floating woman, Alice. We don't understand much about pain, but I feel that we're missing a lot of things. Yeah, that's the next thing to figure out. Because I got the past restored. How do I... And I don't think the attacks are a solution, but I was wondering, how do I teach God about pain? Lines that are so hard you think they're from the Bible, but they're actually from Let's Play Baroque by Amos, a Western style guy. Because obviously hitting her doesn't seem to do much. I've hit her multiple times on accident and she was just like, oh, you want to kill me? Fun. Well, who cares? Like, that's not the issue. She cannot feel it. So we need to restore a feeling somehow. Oriel, hey man. Was this strange phenomenon a part of the Archangel's plan too? Even then, how did the Great Heatwave happen? I don't see how his power alone would have been sufficient to create such a large phenomenon. Can you tell me? If not, then please don't hesitate in purifying me. I mean, I cannot tell him because I can't talk. Also, we kind of have an answer for that, because it's not the Archangel that caused the Great Heatwave. Well, indirectly he did. But it was due to the fact that he... It's okay, I can handle this one quite easy. It's due to the fact that he pulled us away from God during the Dabar fusion. That the Great Heatwave happened. At least that's my putting together the clues. Mr. Worker Angel? Lord Archangel is a man holding the world together. You'd better not defy him if you catch my drift. Very, very too late for that. Very much too late for not defying the Archangel at this point, I would say. I wonder if that has any truth to it, though. Believe this is Guardian Angel's room again. Yep, we can see the ever-present cultivation injection. What do you have to say, Guardian Angel? This sin sphere stores memories of my sins. It will be gradual. We will begin by taking away God's pain. Pain? Pain is a signal that indicates the presence of distortion. When we become ill, our bodies produce substances such as malignant noradrenaline. Malignant noradrenaline? It's a chemical in the brain responsible for causing pain, chills, dejection, and all manner of negative sensations. But this is a signal to repair a body that has begun to distort. This is why sick people are not cheerful and positive. We will begin to create a sick God that is cheerful and positive. Sounds cool. A sick God. We will stream distorted information through the sense spheres, gradually driving God mad. Once freed from pain, God won't notice that it slowly goes insane. But we will then cultivate the pain we have removed. What? We'll create beings of pure pain. Pain that no longer resides internally within God, but pain that can enter God from the outside. Why do such a thing? Each cultivation tube will be a bullet that can then be fired into God. You go too far. Would you really turn against me after all this time? It's too late to turn back now. The angelic insects known as littles are packed into cultivation tubes. These tubes are the very bullets used by the angelic rifle. The cultivation tube shatters as it enters a grotesque and the little pierces through its body. However, the little dies before it can fly away. The littles are nothing but suffering, so they can only exist within the cultivation tubes. I have no choice but to leave everything to you. The worker angels are headed to the depths with an amplifier. Go save the littles. Save them with your purification ability. Please, you must hurry. Go purify the littles, please. I was the one who performed the extraction of the littles. That sin alone would be enough to cast me into the depths of hell. Okay, that's Hey, can I give you my... Can I give you this? Do you still do the trade for the angelic... Or sorry, the recovery DX? That's... Please use this instead. Okay, check this out. Here's the play. Here's the play, and then I need to process what just happened. So I just got the recovery DX, which will raise my attack and defense by 2. I also have an additional, which doubles the last item I obtained. So I'm going to open that, get another recovery DX, inject myself with 2 of them. I now have 23 plus 14 attack and 18 plus 9 defense, which is pretty good. Aside from that, lots of information. These cultivation tubes, I suppose, are littles. And also the bullets from the angelic rifle are littles, which explains why the guardian angel didn't want me to use them. That's... And also we finally have your Archangel's master plan. Cutting off God from pain so that God can no longer sense being sick. And then step 2, I guess, is convincing me that I drove God mad and that I have to purify it. And the outcome of this... TBD is what I'm gonna say. Because that seems like a lot of steps just for killing God. Right? Maybe there's some other goal rather than killing God. But now, and also interesting to think about, I now kind of have an answer to the second half of that fetch quest that I was pondering. I've restored my past, now I need to restore my pain. And the littles seem to be concentrated, not just concentrated pain in general, but concentrated God's pain. God's own noradrenaline. Hold on, I'm gonna eat this detox. I have to say, once the Coffin Man taught me that injections and bones just give you 10 HP and vitality back, even with the enduring coat, I haven't felt super bad about the hunger mechanic in this game. It's kind of been pretty chill. I say this, I know I'm at 0 vitality right now, but I do have many a restorative. Maybe later on it's gonna get worse. But for these first 12, 13 floors that we're all familiar with at this point, it's kinda not even a thing anymore. Hey Alice. We don't understand much about pain, but I feel that we're missing a lot of things. Yeah, you are. You are. It's okay. I'm going to try and solve that for you. Hey Eliza. Anything new? Thank you. I am able to birth our egg because you gave me your pure water. If we sample lots of uncorrupted information and spew forth that data, we should be able to restore things to the way they were. That is why we will need many sense spheres. Look, your core became a sense sphere which contains your memories. With it, you can remember who you were. There is no other way. He left me a note? Knight to E3. What an impatient move. It's not possible to preserve the two of them with only one heart. Why is their body different from everyone else? If they remain fused together, both of them will surely die. My back hurts because my brother was squirming around. There's no other way. We must sacrifice one of them. I'll be checkmate in 7 moves, but first I must sacrifice my queen. Help us. Through the bar fusion, grant God the voice, who will undertake the fusion. Number 12 seems appropriate, as he once lost half of his body. If this is discovered, they'll be torn apart. But if things continue like this, the Archangel will replace the Creator and the Preserver. There's no other way. We must undertake the bar fusion. Help us. What? The Coriel are attempting the Dabar? To the confinement caskets with the traitors. Halt the Dabar fusion. Pull them apart. Don't tear us apart. Help us. Okay, more information. That's... So I was right about the conjoined twins thing. And about the fact that, you know, it didn't feel like the biggest deduction to make on Earth. But me and my brother were conjoined twins and we had to be separated or else neither of us would have survived. But it's interesting drawing the parallel there between us losing our twin brother and us joining with God. I wonder if the player character, like, clearly trauma over losing the brother, right? I wonder if that's because then the player character got pulled apart from God during the Dabar fusion. I wonder if that caused the madness, going through that trauma a second time. Well, we're on floor 13 now, and this looks different, by which I mean it looks the same as floor 12 used to. Which makes me think maybe we're not gonna see the Archangel again. At least not on this run. Okay, you're gonna try and do the... No, you're just gonna run away. I tried killing that thing with, like... Well, you know what? This is a waste. They're quite hard to kill, actually, because they will just jump on you and do that. So the only way I've been able to kill it is by using a paralysis. Because otherwise they just keep lunging at you. So using a paralysis, and even then they take like 5 hits or something to kill. They're quite strong. Or if not strong, at least hard T. Speaking of hard T, this has been quite like... I'm not gonna say it's been an easy run because I don't want to jinx myself for the future, but in terms of, you know, difficulty, my stats are so stacked. This sword has been kinda insane for the first 12 floors. It's a combination of a sword giving me like 14 damage and me having 23 as a base due to all of the buffs that I picked up. Stats wise, I don't know what awaits me, right? But so far I've been able to kind of go through the motions without too bad a time. I'm excited about what lays ahead though. The fact that I'm no longer in an Archangel floor makes me think, you know, I did the flag. I got the flag for the quest. I also, the other thing that makes me think that is getting both the Guardian Angels and my own cutscenes there with the Sense Spheres. Lots of things being confirmed, lots of things being explained. I feel like this stage I'm at in this game, I know more than I don't know. Do they do anything? These guys don't do anything if you don't have any vitality anyway. That's nice. Also, I don't think I said their name in a while because I forgot it, but it's Sin Muniz. I've said their name before, but I haven't mentioned it in a while. And apparently they're named after... At least this is what I read on the internet. Apparently they're named after the guy that invented lobotomies. Which I guess makes sense with the brain design. Since we're not gonna take any vitality I don't have. Well, this guy is. I kinda don't mind it that much here because I do have 2 revolutions and a nutritive. Like, despite not getting that many hearts in this run. Which, hold on, let me finish that thought. Despite not getting very many hearts this run, I kinda have been okay on vitality. I'm a little bit scared about what this is. Stomachache activated. Okay, I didn't actually get one. The thing I just realized or thought about, it's interesting that hearts are the thing that restores your vitality, which is separate to hit points. It's not just like my physical health. It might be like a will to live or whatever thing. Considering that the hang-up that's... Well, not the hang-up, I'm kind of minimizing it by calling it a hang-up, but the trauma that the player character experienced with the whole, like, surgery, single heart between him and his brother situation has me wondering... Has me wondering about the fact that even though it was the Archangel's interference in the Dabar fusion that caused the Great Heatwave, I still kind of assume that the... I'm just face tanking this because there's a genius meat on the ground. I'm kind of assuming that it was still the player character's brain that influenced the shape of the world we're in, right? He carried his trauma and his pain into that. Another genius meat on the floor. Sure. And it's those enemies. The ultimate insult at the end is that they also cause lethargy when they're on the ground like that. An idiot meat. Well, you know, I could have eaten the genius meat before and gotten the bigger HP up, but then maybe this is me getting a little bit too confident, but I'm starting to feel like this ain't so bad. This game, you know. I'm kind of making it happen here. Who knows, maybe next floor it's gonna be like the world's biggest stat check that I have not prepared for in the slightest. Only one way to find out though, and that is to proceed there. Hey Cinnamonies, sorry, nothing to suck. Not suckable. Okay, floor 14, the first new floor we've seen in a while. It's ended at 13 before. Let's see what this is about. New environment. We've got magicians who were previously a floor 13 joint. Oh, I thought you died, you just teleported. There you go. Not a lot of vitality, not a lot of food in a card. A comet. What do you do? Infests you or your sword and raises your attack speed. That actually might not be so bad with the explosive sword. I'm gonna wait for a second. What's it called? Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Convergence. And use a heart. Boom. This is how I win. Eat this. Eat this. Another comet and a poison. Ooh. Okay, here we go. I infest the comet into the comet. I have a double comet, and now I infest the double comet into the explosive. Look at that sword attack speed. This thing was so slow, and now it's so fast. You are my coat and prevents poison. I don't know. I'm okay. I got a stomachache. Was being a little bit too cheeky about it. Sorry, I'm vitality maxing right now. I'm trying to make the most of what I just did. You are an unknown heart. I don't want to risk a second stomachache real quick. And you are also, I believe, an unknown heart. Though, hold on. I've got ID on me. Eat the ID bone. Now I know all of these are regular seeds. Eat this, eat this, eat this. And that worked out. I would say that worked out. Let's continue onwards into floor 14. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna cut this part up because this is a completely new floor. I think we saw... Oh, hey. The Sin Spheres here are man-made devices created by the Archangel for the purpose of streaming false information. Alright. Please do not push. Should I destroy them? Should I kill the angel because he's streaming false information into God? Is that something for me to take into my hands? I mean, I'm trying to like heal God now, so maybe that is a thing to do. This is a new enemy. Well, kinda new, kinda old. You guys saw this in the intro to Baroque. That is Nicolene and Nicolas, aka the lovers. And if you're wondering, yes, they are named after the song Funiculi Funicula. Which is... I'm not sure why. Not gonna question it, but I'm not sure why that particular naming scheme. I also found out something while trekking here. If you use the ID bone, if you throw it at an enemy, it actually tells you how much health the enemy has, which is quite handy. I was wondering if there was any way to tell that, because it seemed unclear, but there totally is. Help, 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 help. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to help. That kind of horrified me. Hey. No, I went back. I got turned around. I gotta help the littles. Are you on this floor? Yes, that's the correct way to go. Where are you guys? Where should I help you? Are you here? Nope. You know... Let's find the littles first. Or maybe I do just need to kill the worker angel. These guys aren't so bad, but I kind of just want to free up some inventory space. Hey buddy. You're too late. The amplifier is being installed. All the littles below here will have their pain amplified until they can't take it anymore and self-destruct. Stop it. What a fucking test. Okay, can I can't kill you. So... That's bad. With your pain amplified, the littles won't last long. Am I on a time limit? To find the littles? And save them? Can I destroy the amplifier? For how scary the animation is, that attack really isn't all that bad with my defenses. Okay, well, I kind of... Not that this game has done this before, but I kind of assume that I'm on a time limit for whatever happens next. And this looks like the same type of floor as 13 with the Archangel. Recovery eyeball box, I'm not even bothering with that anymore. I'm trying to go... Save the littles? Can I do that? How can I do that? Is this the amplifier? I saw the stairs down. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, I need to not accidentally gnaw the death bone. You watched me do that. Ay. The moment I picked that bone up, I was like, I'm going to gnaw it on accident and it's going to be the worst thing ever. Where are the little guys? Picking up a lot of boxes. Oh, here you are. The guardian angel extracted the littles, and yet she goes and betrays us after all this time. There are other workers on their way to slaughter the littles. The Malkif has fallen into chaos because of a great heat wave. No, it's the entire world that's fallen into chaos. You want to get beaten to a pulp too? He's wearing blue robes. I wonder if there's any significance to him wearing blue robes. God, I'm just in a mad dash now because I really feel like I'm on a time limit. Fortunately, I do have the stats to afford a mad dash. See, 256 hit points, we know. We know now. I'm getting a lot of levels. Help! Painful! Help! Do I have anything to heal being darkness right now? No. Please purify, help. I'll purify you guys. Thank you, thank you. Oh, great timing. It's like, healed the littles. Well, I healed, purified them. Littles obtained. The idea Sephiroth of the littles. So... God, what would have happened if I didn't get here in time? Was there even a time limit? Their pain was... They're already... It's fucked up. Those guys are already like creatures of pure pain. And their pain was being amplified even more. What's the math on that? How does that stack up? If you're 100% pain and it gets multiplied... I don't know, but I think let's do another floor. I'm gripped by this game at this point. I gotta see at least one more floor. This is completely brand new, floor 16. And we got some green, some slightly new environment. Though, no, actually, never mind. This also looks like the... Well, for the most part, it looks like the Archangel floor. The corridor does, at least. Our good friend, the Magician. He's not so bad. Whoa, new guy. Hold on. Magician, I have to kill you first so I can... introduce... yet another new enemy. That was... His name is Cocteau Head. I don't need a glass box. He's called the Cocteau Head, and I am not 100% sure why. Kind of a mess, this fight. You know what? I'm going to throw this glass box at you. Something scary about the magicians, and I kind of got like not irreparably messed up by it, but it kind of has harmed me in the past. They frequently drop patterns, and if you're meleeing them, there's a high chance, at least in my clumsy experience, high chance to immediately step on the pattern. That detox would be nice to pick up earlier. So Cocteau Head is some kind of strange bubble creature, and I'm not sure why he's called Cocteau Head. I'm not sure if it's a cocktail situation or a reference to either a famous person or a band named Cocteau something. but that's their name. And their card is the Fool. Whereas Nicoli and Nicola's card, I don't think I mentioned, is the Lovers. So we're getting very close to actually filling out the tarot. I think there's only like... I was about to say I haven't been keeping count, like I'm not looking at the LibreOffice document with a bunch of names on it. But there's like a handful left. Here's Alice. Not floating above water. Are you carrying the idea Sephiroth to the littles? Are you really? I wonder what we must do to return that pain and suffering to ourselves. Hey, I want to see it. The suffering of the littles. Sure. Here you go. What is this feeling? I feel horrible. The little's thoughts, the pain that was extracted has returned at last. I'm in agony. With this, we can suffer and we can grieve. I will return carrying the suffering within me. I return to myself. And that's a sense, not to like minimize what's happening. That's a sense sphere, so I can probably throw something there. You know what? Why not an enduring? That, whatever. Okay, so that line, much like previous things Alice has said, makes me think she's an aspect of God. Like I said, the Jesus type situation, but now I don't know if it's a Jesus type situation or like a Holy Trinity type situation. Impossible to tell. But we've restored our past with Eliza. And we've restored pain with Alice. So at this point, I think whatever objections the mad god of creation and preservation had to us walking into them is mostly over, right? I think I fixed it. Hopefully. That would be my assumption, at least. Just being blessed by fruits. Wonderful. You know, despite what I said earlier about not really worrying about food, it has started to slowly become a concern in these past couple of floors. But I hold a firm belief that I'm going to be okay. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing. Man, I really feel like we're in like home stretch territory, you know? Okay, I'm just going to do this. Just minimize the attacks because there's how many of you? You know what? With that many, I'm going to also pop an experience bone because I am about to get a lot of kills for free. Oh man, I am fragging out. I am just the king of fragging. Am I looking at that wrong? I am looking at that wrong. This is the little door. Okay, nothing there. Oh, you also have lust. Right on. Okay. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened. I think we're gonna proceed. And I'm gonna put a little bookmark in here because that was, well, like 4 different cutscenes, 4 different huge drops of information as to the nature of the things that are happening. I think, yeah, we stop here. Next episode, I don't want to call it, but I'm feeling pretty good about everything that's going on. Aside from the whole, like, people are melting into the ground and reality seems to be warping and we're in a mad dash to, like, save God at the last possible moment. Aside from that little wrinkle, I feel pretty good about the progress you're making. Take care, everyone. See you next episode.